Okay, I'm going to demonstrate for you how this GPS system works. It'll take a few seconds to load every time you turn on the car, and it just pops up a Toyota logo as I installed earlier. So here's the radio. Let's go through the first option first. The DVD. It can play DVDs while it is moving if I wanted to watch it. So there it is. Let's go back there. And the DVD function is where you actually put in a USB mode, and right here there's already a USB flash drive, 16 gigabytes. So just click on that, stop the movie. Then we click in USB mode. And just play the song. There it is, it's playing from my flash drive. And the GPS system always does this. It's always, you have to add that. And so what happens for this one is that to move through the files, sometimes it'll list it. Certain songs it'll list it. For some reason it doesn't list all of it. Sometimes it does. So it depends on what song you're playing, and then it'll list the rest, or just loading. It's a slow load. And the surround sound is pretty cool. You have four options, but these two options sound similar, and these two sound similar too. But this one sounds the best, so I like to put it on Stadium. And right now, let's go to the CD changer. I don't have any CD change disc, so I can't demonstrate that for you. Now the radio is just like any other radio. I get to use my wheel controls to control the radio, change the station. And I think it's much faster with this new unit. The old radio, I used to remember there used to be a lag, but this one there's no lag. It instantly goes to it when I press it. And if I press mode, it'll go through the second sets, go to FM, and then it'll recycle through the CD changer, the iPod, and the DVD. So just get back to the original. When you press mode, there you go. Radio stations, for instance, it'll show what name it is, like 103.5. It'll show it'll show the song, I guess. It'll show like the header right here, you can see that. But only some radio stations do that, not all of them. And let's go to the iPod. Now the cool thing about the iPod is that you can search songs by if I had a long list of songs, I could use a scroll down the list. But obviously my song on my phone is very limited, so I don't have that much. So it would be much helpful instead of those other units that I've seen that you have to use a button to scroll down. For this one, you could actually scroll. For some reason, sometimes the iPod cable is not connected all the way. You can see it's playing, so you have to adjust the cable right here. You just have to adjust the cable because the iPod cable isn't that, it's not sensitive enough, and then you just have to jiggle it. So whenever you put your iPhone in to charge it, or iPod to charge it, it'll work. And let's go to the Bluetooth. Let's test that out. Let's call.
Hello and welcome to Movie Phone.
And here's the microphone.
This call is sponsored by ABC's Movie.
The microphone's right here. I haven't decided what to mount it yet until I figure out what's the best place to put it. but you just mess around with it, have people call you, or you call people, and then position them with the microphone you want it to be. Some people have it right here on top of the steering wheel. Some people have it right here by the ignition, so I'm gonna have to decide. So let's go to the GPS. The GPS is pretty cool. I like how it displays points of interest. You have gas stations, repair shops, hotels, police, hospitals, I think that's right there, and banks. It's pretty cool. And it'll tell you what street you're on right here. And it'll, if you want to go somewhere, just press destination. Start with a street, and then enter it in, and it'll get you there. It's pretty cool. Install it. It'll start you off in metric system. So what you want to do is go to settings, then go to route settings, and change it to imperial. And here's the options you could have when you're. But then I just keep it on fast route. There's a language. All your languages right here: French, English, Italian, Spanish, Japanese, French, German, Chinese, other Spanish, and Korean. And then there's 3 positions you could put the screen on. You could have a 3D mode, or you could have it on heading north. It'll show you the top view. As you turn, it'll make it north. And then there's the other setting where you have it where it's north all the time. So where no matter where you are in position, it'll point you which way you are in position. So that's always north. But then I like to have it in 3D mode. Tells me when to turn, when to do all that good stuff. And then the night mode is pretty cool. When I have my headlights on, or I think it detects if it's when it's dark, it will automatically change the background to a darker color, so you don't have to worry about people looking in or too much light emitting from your head unit. Let's see. Let's go to settings. So here's your settings to do all this stuff. You could just auto switch to GPS is always on, so whenever anything's on, it automatically switches to GPS. The brake check, where I check it on because I did ground the cable as you saw. The wheel control's on. 24-hour clock turn off. I turned off the GPS voice because it is annoying. The CD changer, headlight check, iPod, review camera. Last volume, I like to keep it last volume because if you do change it, this is where it always starts out. But I like to keep it when I last set it. Got your radio, wheel buttons on, time zone system. And I don't like this orange color. You could change it by pressing blue, and then you have to turn it off and turn it on again to get the blue color. I don't like this orange color. Doesn't look nice. And that's about it. I hope you enjoyed my video of installing this head unit and the camera. It was a big hassle. And before we do that, let's just show you the rear view camera. With the way I position the camera is like that. So I'm okay with that, I guess. I can only see about 6 feet from the very top, and so I can't see very horizontally from the way the camera is positioned. But if you work hard enough, you could add more stuff. You could add more stuff to the frame to make it more of an angle. So that's the only way you could do that. But then I just stuck my camera on to the frame of my panel on a flat surface, and that's the way I got it. So you get to do whatever you want. It's your car, but this is my car. I did that, and I don't think I'll be changing it. I hope you enjoyed everything.